Ladies and gentlemen, doctors, physical therapists, acupuncturists, veterinarians, and all you people who like to take care of people and critters, welcome to our bonus day.
Bonus day. Yeah, welcome.
Welcome. I've been fighting Facebook today and the post office. That's another story.
It's always a fight with somebody. Every day is a fight with someone.
Today, of course, is May the 4th be with you.
It is. It is.
There you go.
I haven't got anything for the occasion, but yes.
It's also the, I think it's the 2-year or 1-year anniversary of my niece's wedding. I actually posed as Darth Vader in a Darth Vader suit at her wedding.
You did?
Because they were big Star Wars geeky friends. So
cool.
That was it. Yeah. Hey, so I tried sending you the link a couple of times. I think we're going to learn that Facebook is not as reliable as one would like it to be. So
I think we've learned that already this week.
I think I'm last week too. I think I'm calling it Zuckbook from now on. It's Zuckbook. Zuckerberg either likes me or hates me. So we're talking today about membership. Oh, what do you have in there? Is that Irish coffee?
This is my Ben Franklin mug. See, that's Ben.
Oh yeah, nothing like them Benjamins.
Passive. This is my passive income mug.
Does he have a kite there? I couldn't see that.
No, he's got a flag with a dollar sign.
A flag with a dollar sign. I don't think Ben did that. That is someone's active imagination.
That is definitely somebody's active imagination. Pretty cool though.
Yeah.
It's my gas of income mug.
The gas of income. So for those of you who are not familiar with this, one of our cohorts, colleagues in the internet marketing world, Cam Jennings, dubbed John Paduchek. Well, you're a different height than I am today. Should I go higher?
I don't know why. Yeah, I noticed that.
I think you're way up, or your monitor. There.
I was playing around with my camera.
Now I feel more comfortable because now I can see the cats coming in and out of the French door.
I was playing around with my camera, and you guys will appreciate this, for Teledoc today.
Teledoc.
For Teledoc, because I got bit by something.
You can talk to me. You can Teledoc right here.
Yeah. Well, you're not the right kind of doc.
Oh, you'd be surprised. I did work for the pharmaceutical industry. I know a guy who can get you stuff.
I'm sure you do. But anyways. So
I do not want my reputation online to be that of a black market pharmaceutical supplier.
Yeah. So that was
I know a guy. So
a new adventure in videography.
A new adventure. Let's take ecom to a whole new level. So hey, as we've been going through this challenge for 5 days, and mind you, we're on day 9, of course. So we gave you 4 bonuses. 4. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, a couple extra bonus days.
And today we're talking about membership. In fact, we have a membership that we have opened up. I was up till 2 a.m. putting this funnel together.
Well, I heard, and may I add, membership has its privileges.
It does have its privileges, but not when you're trying to construct the funnel.
No.
The good news is we have so much experience that we can help you to avoid the pitfalls that we have experienced, and not have to stay up till 1 or 2 a.m. getting stuff done. A lot of this stuff was my own damn fault. But normally we recommend that you outsource your technology. But when you're trying to make last minute changes at midnight, your outsourcers are not always available, particularly if they're here in the US. So that's why you need to have some skills, enough skill. I would say enough skills to know when you found a good person to work with, as opposed to having enough skills to become a master of that particular thing.
Yeah. And a lot of times that's kind of impossible. You really have to learn how to do some of the basic things yourself. And like email. You should know how to do email. Yeah. Well, yeah. And you should know how to do some basic funnel stuff.
Yeah. Like point, click, and put the right name in the email address. Like today. So today I was sending John, four different times I tried sending him the link to this StreamYard, and Facebook wouldn't cooperate by sending the message. I kept looking. It's like it's got these white dots instead of the green dot that says it's been sent. And I was like, so I closed down Facebook. I open, close, open, close. So these are the things we have experience with this stuff. And when you are putting forth your signature framework or program or offer, we can help you avoid some of those bumps in the road. The potholes the size of coffins.
And it always happens when you have something planned, like everything in life.
It's like it reminds me so much of if you're having your kitchen remodeled or God forbid a house built. You need to put in, they say 10%, try 30% and try magnify the time. We have some neighbors here who were supposed to be in their house after 3 months of renovation. They just moved back a year later.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, a year later. So because of all the different delays. So what we want to do is we want to make your journey towards getting your offer out there and towards creating your program a lot easier. So how are we going to do that, John?
Well, that's a good question.
Who are you going to call?
Us, I think.
Yeah. On Voxer. Well, Voxer is one of the features that we're going to offer in our membership.
Voxer.
Yeah. I like Voxer. Voxer's good. But because think of it, it's walkie-talkie. Walkie-talkie to us, so we can help you walkie.
Yes. And get through that tough spot you're in, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's basically, as I said yesterday, to get unstuck and make your own luck. So, and with that in mind, as we talked about, did we? Yeah, we did talk about the easy video marketing workshop that we're doing, right?
We did. We talked about the workshop. So definitely, if you're looking to do video, you want to get involved with that.
And if you would like to avoid paying the $247 actual cost of the workshop, you should join. What are we calling it now? The Courageous Network.
Courageous Network membership.
Join the mothership at the Courageous membership. I was going to show you the new logo since you haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet. See,
I'm going to do a reveal while you talk.
There you go. So we're going to talk a little bit about memberships today.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that you might want to consider. I'm actually in my, I'm still reviewing all my membership stuff from 2017 and 2018, and learning a number of things that we're going to do to improve our members' experience this go round. And you are going to be a founding member. And by that, we mean that you're going to have the opportunity actually to shape and mold the membership according to your needs so that you can actually help future generations of doctors and other healthcare professionals.
Sure.
So let's talk a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was going to say memberships typically are very common with physicians, doctors, medical folks, mostly because it's a great source of continuity. And so it could be in the form of supplements that come on a monthly basis. That's a membership of types or a subscription. It can be in the form of, as ours is going to be content that's delivered, different new content delivered monthly. It could be in the form of a newsletter. Newsletter is actually a form of a membership. So there's many, many different kinds. But obviously, the reason you want to do that is to have a continuous form of income, because while people are members, you're getting that. You can pretty much count on X amount of that membership money coming on a monthly basis. And so that's really the reason to have a membership. Everybody should have some form of continuity. So
while membership has its privileges, continuity has its privileges for you, because you'd like to avoid the roller coaster ride of putting out a new course or a coaching program and then having that interest drop off and then creating a new one and having that interest. So that roller coaster ride that you see from a lot of the 7-figure marketers, making the $1 million launches or even the $250,000 launches, that's a rough ride. And you'd like to have a sort of a smooth, steady income. And that's the beauty of memberships.
It's also nice if you've got a continuous subject that you want to teach on a monthly basis and keep bringing in new elements of it. And you can continue that for a length of time. And there are fixed continuity memberships, and then there are long-term kind of never-ending ones.
Go back. Give me that again. Fixed continuity memberships, long-term.
Yeah, like maybe you've got a fixed one that just runs for 6 months.
Oh, okay.
It's a fixed continuing membership that runs for 6 months. Maybe you
I've
got
never
one
encountered one of those.
that's 12 months long, and it's just fixed for that set 12 months until that curriculum is over and it's done. And
Okay.
so that's kind of common. And then there's the long-term, long-running memberships, which are becoming less common these days, just because you're continuously putting out more and more and more and more information. It takes less space.
Well, think about some of those that we belong to. I mean, we had
some of them are very long term. Like
Dr. Atkins had the Adkins, not the diet guy.
Yeah, different Atkins.
Different Atkins. He had the Ad Lab, which was for Facebook ad creation, and it was a membership for Facebook ads. And then, but there's only so much that you could teach people with regard specifically to Facebook ads. He changed the name to Closers Cafe, which then became a membership that focused on getting information out there and closing deals so that you would actually get more business. And then he changed it again to the, what is it? The digital agency, something digital agency, whatever it is.
Ours is the digital agency mastermind.
That's it. Digital agency mastermind. The branding went through several different iterations, but that is an example of a long-term one.
That is a long-term one. I have another example is one that my friend Dennis Becker has done, and he's done it for, oh my gosh, I think I got involved with him in the early 2000s or mid 2000s. And so it's been running that long period of time, just constant. So it's got like 20, now probably like almost 20 years of content in it.
Do you find value in that?
I do find value in that because I can actually go back and look at older content that's more evergreen. So that's really good. He also did a lot where he picked up a lot of different packages that he could share the rights with.
Oh,
and so it's kind of a cool place to go and see if he's added anything new with rights and for bonuses and that kind of a thing.
It's funny when you said Becker, I thought it was Alex Becker, but that's a different person.
Different Becker. This is
so many Beckers. So many.
A lot of Beckers. So Alex Becker is a big SEO guy.
Hey, are you ready for the big reveal?
And this is
you haven't seen this yet. This is what 1:30 in the morning will bring you.
It is.
Is it there? I wonder why she doesn't share.
I don't know. Here we go.
Ta-da!
Ooh.
Sexy, baby.
It looks great.
That's a lot of Canva time.
There's a lot of Canva time. Looks good though.
It's the Courageous Network. I chose the lion. I had eagles. I had all kinds of other things that I was playing with. I had to switch things around. I created stars. Because 5-star. Who doesn't want a good 5-star program?
Everybody
wants a good 5-star. You want 5-star customers. I remember that from our e-com days. Anyway, so I'm going to show you that. Now I'm going to remove this. I'm going to come back in a moment here. You talk a little bit more about memberships. I'm going to show you what the funnel looks like now, because I might as well show off what I've been messing around with. Can I show it? Oh, it's not going to let me. Oh, you know what I can do? I can show it on my screen. That's okay.
Okay.
I'll do that. We'll do that. Let me show. Oh, come on. ClickFunnels is not. Your session's expired. Okay, fine. It expired like at 2 a.m.
Oh, you got to unshare and then share again.
I will.
I think you got to remove what you're looking at, what you have.
I did remove it.
No, it's still there.
It's still there. I hit remove. You know something? It's adding to the stream and then removing it. I did remove it. You know what I got to do? I have to completely
share again.
Stop the screen. That's what it does.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah. See, even at this stage of doing this stuff for what, 15 months, 14 months, something like that.
Yeah.
We're still finding little bits and pieces in the technology that are not appealing to us. So we were hinting at, I guess Cam Jennings referred to John as RV John.
Yes.
At one point, and that name kind of stuck because now you actually have the RV channel, something that you really hadn't anticipated.
I do.
Yeah, and that can evolve into a membership, into an offering, into a number of different things. But that's outside your expertise of video marketing genius.
Well, it is and it isn't. Funny enough. So
funny.
The reason that it isn't outside of my area of expertise is that what's happened over the last couple of years is there's lots of, there's about 3 million RV owners in the US. So out of a population of about 300 million, 3 million of us, are roaming around the country in giant buses.
And giant buses, not school buses.
No. And so what you find, though, is one of the common ways that people who are living full-time on the road make an income is their YouTube personalities. So they spend a lot of time making content for YouTube. And so there's a great deal of video that you can do with RVing to make an income. So in that vein, it fits.
Good. Well, I think that in true, you talk about things like needing satellites for connecting to the internet or Wi-Fi or things like that, and all the different things that go along with that.
They really have some amazing technology for RVs. That's pretty mind-boggling. I'm particularly enamored. There's a piece of technology called the Wi-Fi Ranger, and it takes all of your local Wi-Fi signals, including your cell signal. It wraps it all up and it lets you have a continuous internet connection that is based off of whatever number of internet signals are coming into it. So it combines them all into one connection. It's pretty wild.
Well, this is interesting. Something didn't save. Well, this is not ready for prime time. That's really sad. I had all these beautiful graphics and things that didn't come up like I wanted it to. I mean, I can show you some of the basic stuff here. I wonder if I just didn't save it. That may have been the problem. When you're at 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning, sometimes you just forget stuff.
That does happen.
It does happen.
We could do like a video walkthrough of it later or something.
Yeah, but I mean, I can show you this based on the screen. This is the Inception view. And then we go to this one. So this is where I've just changed it up a bit. This is supposed to be different graphics. I don't know what happened to the graphics, but this is different. So the Courageous Network is what we're talking about here. In addition, adding additional streams. And this is, as I mentioned the other day, I said, this is equivalent to what I was actually ready to pay another doctor $697 a month, which I thought was a bargain for regular coaching and hand-holding and Voxer and the whole thing. And we're offering those of you who want to become, what is it?
Chata
members.
Chata member.
Or founding members for only $97 a month. And by the way, remember, our live video marketing workshop for healthcare professionals is coming up on May 22nd. And that will cost you $247 to get in. Now, I'm no Einstein, but we're offering this as a bonus to you if you join as a founding member. So think about it. You can actually save a lot of money right off the bat by getting in on the video marketing workshop for only $97.
That's pretty amazing.
Think about it.
Came up with that idea.
I think I did, but it might have been a bonehead idea. I don't know. Well, this is so strange. I mean, the actual, it shows, if you click that gold button that you want to join the Courageous Network, look at that sucker. That just bouncing around on the page.
I know.
Yeah, I got to get out of here because it's making me a little dizzy. I had great graphics. This is where, you know what? Not everything will go perfectly. I can tell you that for a fact. Hey, so how do you adapt? I know that you've done live big video events and virtual events and stuff. What can possibly go wrong?
Oh my God. I got a funny one. You want to hear a funny story?
Sure.
This is really a hysterical story. So this is way back in the days of Webinar Jam being based and using Google Hangouts recording system, right?
That's right. I forgot about that. It was dependent on Google Hangouts.
And we were dependent on YouTube. And so one night I would have friends who would pay me like a lot to do their launches and come and co-host with them, as they went to their launch webinars. So one of my friends, he calls me up. He says, I need you for the week. I'm sending you the money by PayPal, which was really nice. I really appreciate that. But so then he says, this is what we're doing. I'm running a webinar every night for the next couple of nights. and big launch, huge JV partners coming to support it. So great. So we put that together. We're getting everything set up, and he's in the middle of mid spiel, and I'm looking at YouTube, and I see it's not streaming, and I figure it's going to catch. It didn't catch during that time period.
What do you mean by catch? That it finally connected?
Well, like it didn't really start to stream or finish streaming. And then about 15 minutes into it, people were saying, we can't see this. We're not, hearing what you're saying. We're not seeing anything. And I probably could have interrupted him a little early, but it's hard to break in on somebody when they're like totally on a roll. And so by the time I broke in on him and we just sat for a little bit, we did some stuff for the audience, and then we set it up and redid it again. And the first part of it actually did finally render later, but we went through and just kind of basically lost a half an hour of the first thing, but it came back. We did finally get it. And we pinned it all together. But those are the kinds of things that even today still happen. We used to have big trouble with GoToWebinar, same kind of thing. And then
didn't you help them launch that or something, or EverWebinar, or one of those things?
Webinar Jam.
Webinar Jam.
I was pretty involved with the launch of Webinar Jam.
Hey, I'm going to show you that I actually have proof that I worked on something. There. Welcome to the Courageous Network.
Nice. Very nice.
That was the one. Then the other one was this one, because we're making a special offer. And when you go through the funnel, you'll see these puppies. This one is the one that offers a special bonus that we're offering. You'll find this stuff out when you get into working these things. Wow, that's not showing at all. Some things are slow. Some things are slow.
Some things just don't want to cooperate at all.
They don't. Is it working? No, it's not. Bugger. Well, once again, I don't know why we have such a slow connection. Because a lot of the Zoom school kids are actually in school today for the first time in a long time. Oh, did it come up? Nope, you did not come up. Little bugger. Oh, I can feel it. It's coming. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. It is not going to come up. Canva. So here's the thing. Even Canva can misbehave itself at times.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Good Lord. I have not seen stuff like this happen in a long time.
It's a week. It's a
there
week
of
technical misbehaving.
This was the one that I created for. Whoops, not that one. This one is to become. Come on, you can do it. A founding member of the Courageous Network. You like that one?
I do.
Looks pretty sexy to me. And then look at those two good-looking guys over there. And then this one was the what we call the upsell, which is we're going to talk about doing personal laser coaching. And so when you're creating your program, you're going to want to do something similar, whereas, you've come in something which is a low offer, which in this case is the, that is just, I find that disturbing. Do you find that disturbing right there? I don't know.
Maybe a little. I don't know. I got to see it bigger. I got to see it bigger, and then we can figure that out.
We'll see if it's disturbing. Okay. Anyway.
And I was going to say, I wanted to mention, because we've talked about Voxer coaching and laser coaching, and just remind everybody of the difference between the two. So Voxer coaching is just kind of a little extra. So you go along and you get stuck in a little spot. You're just not quite sure how to get out of it. You need a quick answer. That's the Voxer coaching we're talking about. That's included with the membership.
Right.
So the additional add-on piece that we're talking about is the laser coaching.
Right.
And that's more like, I'm putting this piece together. I'm not sure if I should go with the membership. I'm not sure if I should go with, this other thing for an add-on. And we have to kind of pick it apart and walk through it. And
I think that's important, because you say pick apart and walk through. So typically a laser coaching session might be 15 minutes. A Voxer communication is probably under 2 minutes.
Probably under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Just a quick, I'm stuck. What do I do? Help me now. Really quick. What's the 1 minute answer?
And this is just really, this is something that you'll find that you may want to add to your offer. If you're going to be doing coaching or consulting, you may want to add this. Anyway, so you're going to see this in the funnel once the funnel has saved everything it wants to save. Good God. All right.
It's a good way to, it's a good way to give your clients and customers access to you in a way that they don't. And you would think that people would take advantage of it, or I mean, really take advantage of it. And you might find a couple that do, but on average, they won't.
Right.
They might not even use it, even though you've offered it.
Well, and part of that comes from the idea that a lot of people, they'll say, okay, I'm going to do this, but they haven't done their homework, or they haven't actually done the assignment or made the improvement or found the person to help them do something. And as a result, they can't come back for the next laser coaching session until they've checked off that item from their, I like to call it the get to do list instead of the to-do list. To-do list sounds so ominous, but the get to do means you have the opportunity now to accomplish these tasks. Yeah. So let's talk pricing. What do you get for this fabulous? We talked about the Voxer coaching. We talked about everything else. 97 is pretty darn cheap. I would say inexpensive. Sorry, cheap. Cheap implies poor quality. Cheap implies poor quality. We're pouring everything we can into this thing. You're going to get these two brains, whether you want them or not, helping you to create your own lifestyle business, actually a revenue that's beyond your practice. And by the way, if you still want to stay in practice, no problem, because we will have some of the same marketing strategies and techniques that will help you attract more new patients and keep the ones that you have coming back.
Exactly.
So and for some people, it's hard to make the jump away from practice, and we totally get that. But when you get to the point where the income outside of your practice exceeds your actual practice income, and you're spending less time on that one than you are on your practice, then it's probably the time to make the switch and go all in.
Well, it also gives you freedom and choices. I mean, I know some physicians, they became a doctor because they really like to help people. They want to treat them, but there's just so many different challenges that you have. It gives you more options. It gives you more freedom. It gives you the ability to make better decisions if you've got some other way of, fleshing out your income.
Well, and we mentioned before, you could do think of all the different things that are your first step. You could have a physical book, an ebook, a group coaching. You could have one-on-one coaching. Maybe it's the easy way for you to get started before you go to group coaching. You could have a video series. You could have a digital course. There's a lot of different things. And although we had thought about putting together a course and charging $2,000 for it, what we realized was that a lot of people will take a course, stick it on their hard drive, and never open it. I think the industry average is 3% actually complete a course.
Yeah.
And so we would rather have an ongoing relationship where we can nurture your additional entrepreneurial desires and enable you to have a greater number of entrepreneurial skills that you can apply, and do a little bit of hand-holding along the way and some accountability, and create a community where we all raise everybody up. And I think it's that community spirit that you're going to tap into that you're not going to get from from a digital course necessarily.
That's key. Definitely key.
So it's not a fancy sales pitch, but you need to join, and I will put the link down below here so that you can get in on being a founding member. And mind you, you get to determine how this is going to be created, because we're going to ask you what you want. You're going to tell us what you want, and we will help you by crafting those strategies and tactics that'll get you from point A to point Z in half the steps. So instead of 26 steps in the alphabet, we'll get you there in 13.
So each month when we go to create the next program, we'll come to you and say, what is it you like this month? So we are going to ask you for your input.
What's urgent? What's top of the mind for you when you're creating a new source, a new stream of revenue? So we will be surveying you. Please answer the survey, because if you don't answer, we'll do what we want to do.
So we're going to tell you what to do.
I'll tell you what to do.
And
so
I'm going to get enough of that already.
Oh well, yeah. So I'll get the funnel, I'll get the sign up, the landing page in here. We're going to guide you through all the tech too. For example, how to create a funnel. We probably will even provide you with some share funnels, because based on all the time that I've spent creating this particular challenge funnel, we can make that a bonus. You shouldn't have to suffer through the same stuff.
No, for sure. No.
Exactly. And the same thing is true. I think we'll have some email templates for you. We'll have some other things that we drip out over month after month to get you going. I think initially we're just going to look at brainstorming and deciding what your particular offer is going to be. We'll always have a little bit of marketing strategy and tactics in there that you can apply, and we'll do some Q&As within the membership group.
Yes.
And maybe a hot seat or two.
Definitely a hot seat or two.
Definitely a hot seat or two. Okay, and we'll tell you what a hot seat is later. So it sounds
too hot.
It sounds totally hot. All right. Get into the link, get into the group, become a founding member or a chatter member. And we will see you on the inside?
Yes. We'll see you on the inside.
Okay. Bye for now.